What's up guys, Pweebs here, bringing you yet another Guild Wars 2 commentary video. We last left off rescuing the kidnapped people from the underground farmhouse dungeon after finding out that Logan Thackeray is totally the bad guy. He just refuses to admit it. You may have seen a new skill bar at the bottom of my screen. That's right, at level 5 and I haven't memorized the intervals exactly, but every few levels you will unlock a new slot. This last one, the 0 slot, is the elite skill, which I'll get to later. But you get 3 non-weapon based skills, and there are a bunch you can unlock, as you can probably tell. They serve different purposes, and I couldn't really tell you what all of them do. But anyways, basically the whole point of these skills is to provide you with options besides just attacking with your weapons over and over again. As you can see here, I've unlocked Assassin's Signet, which it passively grants increased power, but it actively, if you activate Assassin's Signet, you'll deal 15% more damage on your next 5 attacks. So for a quick burst of damage, I will be kind of just running through people. I don't know. Ooh, what's this? Suspicious farmer. Get out. Welcome. You know. Shit. Alright, we've been here before, you guys. This is the same event, and it's apparently begun again. You may remember this from the first episode while I was explaining a bunch of random stuff about the game. This is the event where the prevent the bandits from blowing up the water pipes event. And I feel like a broken record because I have done this before. But it does give me quite a bit of XP and gold, so it's not a bad investment. We've got an elementalist here helping us out. As you can see, he's using the same weapons as me, 2 daggers, but his skills are radically different, as evident by when he left behind that trail of fire earlier. Now, you may not have noticed it, but he's going to do it again. Here, watch. See that? That is not something I can do. As much as I wish I could, I can't, and that's limited only to elementalists wielding double daggers. Now, I'm confident that he cannot jump around and flip and throw knives like I can, but that just goes to show how unique each of the classes are in this game, and how just because you have different weapons doesn't mean that each class uses the weapons the same way. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. See, he's breathing fire. That guy's a monster. Well, my plan for this video was to start by doing this story mission called The Informant. Find out what the papermaker knows about the parchment. Look for Sin first to right, the trading post. But I figured since I'm here and the event started while I was here, and I guess it just kind of makes sense. It's free XP, free gold. It's kind of just not... It doesn't make sense not to participate. Yeah, so, you know. Let me see. What's next? Woo! Alright, sorry about that. I had to go AFK. Well, not AFK, but I had to AFM, away from microphone? I don't know. That's not a thing. I had to leave the mic for a few seconds to fix something on my desk. Anyways, like I said, if you're new to Guild Wars and you haven't ever created a character before, or if you're a veteran and you really just need some advice, I'd honestly recommend doing these events as often as possible. They are immensely helpful, and the rewards do scale with your level, so doing this level 3 event won't get you any less EXP on your bar than if you were a level 80 doing a level 3 event. This will give me a good chunk of my bar, maybe up to here, but it would be the same rough amount of the EXP bar for my level 80 warrior. So, I suppose I should mention that when you hit level 80, which is maximum, if you don't already know that, you don't actually stop leveling up. You can continue to gain experience points, and that will unlock new slot skill points, which will allow you to unlock more and more of these. And that, in effect, will just make you much stronger, you know? So, it's in your best interest that not to abandon your level 80s after you've maxed them out, because in reality, you can keep unlocking different skills, and you might even find new skills that you like more than your original sets. That's the beauty of Guild Wars. You don't need to force yourself to unlock certain skills, but and then, oops, I don't like this skill, but then there's no way for you to get rid of it. You can experiment. There's a whole lot of screwing around you can do, and it all kind of seems to click together, if you know what I mean. So, oh hey, this is the farmhouse. If you watched my last video, I did a storyline mission where I had to rescue some kidnapped people from an abandoned farmhouse. And coincidentally, the farmhouse is right over there, so I'm kind of tempted to go over there and explore it, but that'd be kind of a waste just because I've I've been there before, so this is beginning to get dull. I feel like I've done this event so many times before. And I have, like, even off air, I've done this event quite a few times, and it's starting to get rather dull. So I'm going to go head over to the next storyline mission, which is here, the informant. So, alright, I'm going to head over there now. Another important thing that you might want to note is that when leveling up, when you pass renown hearts that may or may not be too high level for you, don't take that into account for the most part. You should be able to do things like this, like level 6 if you're level 5 isn't a huge problem. I'd say, my personal opinion, my advice would be to, if it is two levels higher than you or below, like if it's 2 levels higher or 1 level higher than you, you can deal with it. It's not going to be too hard for you to master. And I feel like, I feel it wouldn't be a huge inconvenience for you. It wouldn't be all that hard either. Like, as you can see, I'm kind of beating on this level 6 centaur, and I'm kind of just beating the crap out of it. And the way I see it, these recommended levels are just that. They're just complete recommendations, and that they're not accurate to the extent that you need to follow them to the letter. You can't, when I was building my warrior, for example, I could do level 8 missions when I was level 5, but that was because warriors are tanky as all hell, and they're extremely easy to master. So that might have just been the simplicity of the class, but I've heard a lot about the thieves, and a lot of people have told me that the thieves are ridiculously hard to master, and that they tend to be really, like, high skill cap sort of assassin type characters. And honestly, I'm looking for a bit of a challenge right now, so I suppose that works out. Anyways, we've just about made it to the next storyline mission, so I'm going to be kind of quitting the chatter and starting the mission up, so yeah. The informant. I knew it was Thackeray. That guy's in full armor. It's totally Thackeray. So when Thackeray tries to kill me in my sleep, I'll know I've been right. Whoa, harsh words. Whoa, this guy's mad. He's huge. Jesus, I'm only up to his dick. Little man. Wow, this guy's I'm as tall as his dick. I'm literally as tall as his leg, and his legs are thicker than my chest. Alright, let's talk to this guy. He's the guy I'm supposed to track down.
You there. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I need to get to the garrison on my oafish guard.
I watched that. I saw you yell at them.
Cost? I'm not a mercenary. I'm here to ask for help identifying the craftsmanship of a piece of handmade paper.
If you found quality paper in Divinity's reach, I can assure you, I made it.
Then it's your fault. Thackeray hired you.
I know my pages as well as
I have to take you in, sir.
Can you you tell me who bought a particular piece of paper? I'm investigating the matter for the Seraph.
Yes, I could. But why should I? I'm a resident of
Because
Lions
I know Thackeray paid you.
Please, it's very important. Can you make an exception?
I'll make you a deal. The road to Shaymore is dangerous these days. Protect
Oh, you're bribing me.
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Let's get started. I need this information as soon as possible.
This guy is such a dick.
Got to get away from these unclean masses. That armor merchant smells like a seasick crate.
Is that an insult? I don't know what a crate is. Well, actually, wait, I do. They're like... Oh, that's right. Alright, so my level 80 character, I've encountered crate before. They're like snake lizard people that live underwater, so... God, those guys actually should most probably do smell like shit, so... How did they come up from behind? Oh, they're from the water. I thought those were centaurs. My bad. So sorry. I figured that these must be some very smart lizards to come out in mass and just attack us like that. We must have like some kind of food in there. I mean, I don't know what's in there. I thought Sinfurser was a paper crafter. Maybe he's a butcher too or something. I mean, he's dressed up red like a butcher, right? I really don't know what to say right now. I mean, now the spiders are attacking us. It's like Mother Nature wants to kill me. I wouldn't go as far to say that Mother Nature is directly hostile, but she's influencing them. I can tell. She's working with Thackeray. Grand theory. I'm totally gonna write this down. I'll post. Maybe I might post a video about that sometime. The Thackeray theory. Oh, that's catchy. I know many people are probably yelling at me for being stupid as all hell, but I stand by what I believe. I've literally never had any association with the humans in this game before, aside from the NPCs I had to talk to when I was leveling my Char character. But I still believe Thackeray is totally involved with this. I mean, he seems to know what's going on, even before I do, even though I'm the one doing all the missions, you know? Doesn't seem fair. Anyway, that's the most stuff I've ever seen on a bowl in my whole life. It's like, kind of ridiculous, actually. It's got so many items, you know? There's gotta be more than paper. I mean, who would put paper in a barrel? That's kind of stupid. Alright, the Tamini are attacking. I remember dealing with these guys over in the tutorial, but now they're quite a bit harder to kill, apparently. Yeah, these are quite a bit harder to kill than before. Veteran. Okay, so another thing I might want to explain is that veterans are like stronger versions of normal monsters, so it's a veteran archer. I'm gonna take that to assume that they have been a whole lot more well trained and all, but I wouldn't. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know why they're called veterans. But yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say it's because they've been trained longer or they've had more combat experience. But who knows? I really don't know anymore. It's just kind of awkward. What's this? Coins for pickup. Don't know what that is. Alright. I've made it. I've made it to the garrison. Will you reward me now? Mr. Sir? I want my information, please, sir. Sir? Sir, I want you to stop right now. I need my information. Sir? I don't want to pull out my knives on you.
The centaurs have erected catapults. Secure the gates.
Wow. Only now. Centaurs don't eat people. They're part horse. So they eat grass and hay. And they graze. I'm gonna get past that blockade. Let's first get rid of their... Okay, so I'm hiding behind the supply cart. Hello! Oh, yeah. Gotcha now. I just dragged you into my group of gangbang buddies and we just roughed you up like a chingo. Alright. Knife. Bouncy knife. Oh. Keep tossing bouncy knives. Alright, now it's time to enter the fray. Yep. Oh, crap. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Do you see that nuke? That's one of the mechanics of the thief class. I can backstab people for ridiculous damage. Oh, my teammate's down. I'm gonna revive him. Hold on. He's gonna die if I don't save him. He's bleeding out. You can obviously tell by the lack of blood on the ground that he's bleeding. I must save him. So he just gets up. He's like, hey, I'm fine. Alright, let's kill it. I love how my knives are actually breaking this thing down. It's kind of ridiculous. Hey, hey! Kill this guy. Alright then. So he can apparently block them even though I wasn't even swinging at his shield. That's kind of awkward in terms of aesthetic design, you know? So, while they're busy distracting them, I'm gonna go kill this catapult. Alright, yeah! Time to save my Seraph soldier friend from getting raped again. Alright, got him. Can I kill this one? Hey, girl. I'm not even sure if these are girls. I mean, I thought centaurs have human faces, but this guy has a horse face. So I can't really tell. His grunts sound decidedly more male than female, but I guess it's hard to say. Alright, so this guy died again. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, that guy died too. They're both down for the count. I'm gonna have to revive him, get combat medic. This wasn't in my job description. I'm supposed to kill people, not heal people. Whoosh, knife throw. Keep tossing knives. Alright, there's one. Down for the count. Alright, there's one. Alright, okay, I'm gonna need to slow down the heart. I'm starting to die. Alright. Whoosh! Okay, got him. Can I live? No way, I'm fine. I actually lived. Oh, I'm so pro! Okay. Well, I don't know, I guess can't really say I'm pro. I've always wanted to try this. Once I get level 6, I'll be able to use the pistol, and I can try dual pistoling, because my friends tell me it's all a lot of running and gunning, and I found that really cool, so I'd be willing to try that out, you know. Alright, now he's gonna give me the info. Maybe then he can hook me up with that guy who I'm only as tall as his dick. Maybe I can talk some sense into him so that I don't ever have to do that again. Mr. Furserai. Now tell me, where do you hire men that are... I'm literally half the height of?
Well, I held up my end of the bargain.
That's right, fool. Give me your info.
Tell me who bought this paper.
Safe. Barely. I feel like I was run over by a herd of marauding Doliacs. That paper was made of pulp from the Severine tree. It's one of a kind.
What's the Severin tree?
Mr. Zema. He has exceptional taste.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. You might be called as a witness if Zaman is brought to trial, so don't leave Divinity's reach.
How very quaint. If the ministry sends a formal summons, I'll come. At least they'll use decent parchment on the subpoena.
All right. Interesting to say the least. Minister Zaman. I've never heard of that guy. Even in all my adventures as my char characters, he's never been mentioned. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just because he's not a very important character. Again, I fully and 100% support the Thackeray theory. Personally, I believe Zaman is working with the Thackeray person. Logan, that's his name. Logan Thackeray. Again, I'll have to come back to you with more info about that theory, but I still think it's viable. It might contradict the rest of the story, but I think it still kind of makes sense if you put everything together. So, alright. I'm going to... This is taking forever. I kind of feel just like teleporting up there. Waypoint, that's the word. So, alright. Waypointing. Dwayne... Wait. New event? Nah, I ain't doing that. Alright. So... Alright, I'm going back to my hometown. It's, again, a really nice place. I'm not sure what it looks like because at this time of day, because there is a time cycle in Guild Wars, so I haven't really been here a whole lot during the day, and especially not during the nighttime, so I couldn't really say if it looks much better. It does look nice with all the lights on. I do like that. I like the night sky. It's decently well detailed. I really love the way that they've made the streets so vibrant and filled with things. It's not just, hey, I'm walking down the street, like, making my way downtown. It's not dull like that. You feel like you're in a place that changes around you. I feel like it's kind of impactful. You know what I mean? I guess you can't really talk to me and tell me what you think, but just the way it feels to me, I feel as if something's actually happening. So, you know. What's this place? This place is spooky. It's kind of lagging out. I'm not sure if you guys see this, but it's not loading out. It's not loading. What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna head this way. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this place is majestic. So this is supposed to be a garden, to my knowledge. There... Alright. See, this is like this Imperial Garden, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't know this place all that well. There isn't a whole lot for me to comment about besides just the detail of this place is completely amazing. Oh my god, it's not loading properly. See, I'm running on thin air. I mean, maybe you guys don't see that, but I feel like that. Alright, would you like to continue your story? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. So, I honestly think, again, this is probably stupid. It sounds stupid to most of you. I firmly and 100% support the Thackeray theory, and if I don't get the chance to talk about my thoughts today, like my full theory before the end of this video, I will be posting another video sometime in the future about the whole Thackeray theory such and such. There we go. There's the perpetrator. There's the perp.
Good to see you again. Do you have any news? What did the papermaker say?
Versailles admitted he made the paper for Minister Zaman. He also agreed to testify to that effect.
You were saying it was shady, but organized crime? Setting up citizens to be robbed and brutalized? That's out-and-out treason. Nevertheless, he's a government official. I can't call him to trial without more evidence. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce Countess Anise.
Oh, who's she? Hello, lady. Whoa!
Hosting a party tonight. It'll be a good opportunity to eavesdrop on ministers, their allies, and their enemies.
Well, we could search Zaman's house. The law allows it if someone's in danger, or if we suspect treason. All right. We have one shot, so it's either
Tough decision.
Zaman's house. I can't give you orders, so let me know how you want to proceed.
Let me think this over. Hold on. Alright. I would, if I was feeling really generous, I'd let you guys decide in the comments below and save this for the next video, but part of me really wants to make this decision right now. So wait, let me see the options again. Zamon's house, which is Thackeray's idea, or Minister Wee's party, which is Anis's idea. As much as like I've been with Thackeray this whole time, but again, my Thackeray theory is kind of taking over here. And I trust, even though I haven't met Anis before, and she definitely strikes me as a very shadowy kind of figure. Like, I mean, look at her. She looks like the epitome of a thief right there. She looks like she could gut me with her one of her little spurs on her belt. But I don't trust Thackeray. I really don't. So I'm gonna go with the party just because parties sound more fun, and I feel like since he's working with Zaman, he will totally set up an ambush for me. So yeah. Are you sure? You can't break into Zaman's place if you attend Minister Wee's party. You're just trying to convince me to get trapped. I'm fine. Alright then. Some good stuff's going on. Alright, good job, team. We have done it. Now that I've made that decision, I feel like I won't really have a whole lot of time to do that next mission. And I apologize, this might be kind of boring, but for a little bit I'm going to be talking about just some of the cool things I found out about Guild Wars when I started playing a few months ago. And maybe this might, if you're not already a Guild Wars player, this might give you a little bit of that extra push to, you know, try it out, maybe learn some things. And first off, I'd like to mention the mechanic of crafting in this game. Oh, I guess it's not available. Here, let's talk about this first. So, in Guild Wars, there are different forms of currency, many of which I've already talked to you about. I've already talked to you about these two, coins and karma. And those are the most common things you will find. And coins they're the general form of currency in Tyria, and as it says here, the primary currency of Tyria is spent at vendors throughout the world. You will be buying the majority of your equipment using this, and just anything in general. You will be getting those a lot, and that's not like unexpected. You'd guess. Anyway, the three forms of coins are bronze, silver, and gold, and with gold obviously having the most value. Karma, earned through various activities. Karma is, like I said in a few videos ago, karma is kind of like your reputation, so to speak. It is your standing among the people in the game, and you can use that reputation, quote unquote, to buy equipment. Like, effectively, you're trading. Like, people trust you, so they're willing to sell you things. I think that's the easiest way to explain it. Anyway, I'll be doing some Renowned Heart missions while I explain some stuff, so feel free, if you don't really want to hear about these things, to just watch what I'm doing in the background. Regardless, I do believe that there are different forms of currency that can be earned through other things. Like, you earn gold and karma through special events and or storyline missions, and they kind of allow you to farm stuff up. But anyways, let's get to the next kind. Laurels. Earned through completing monthly and daily events and achievements. So, if you look to the side, there's a bar called Daily. And daily is, like, obviously, there are events that you can do daily. And what this is for is, like, it gives you a motivation to get on often. Because if you complete all your dailies in one day, it will give you some rewards. And some of them can be like laurels, which you can use to buy stuff. And it's often really useful. And, let me just sidetrack for a bit. This guy that I'm playing with, I don't know who he is personally, but this is a good example of how to party up with people. Like, you don't necessarily need to say, hey, I'm inviting you to my party. Like, you don't need to give him a party invite in order to team up with someone to get something done, if you know what I mean. If like what happened with the event earlier at the Broken Pipes, you don't need to be in a group actively with someone in order to help them out. Like, you will still get the same amount of EXP, and you can still cooperate with them, per se. And that's another feature that you might enjoy about Guild Wars. You can kind of just work with people along the way, and if you don't want to invite them to your group, so be it. You can just kind of screw around and do what you want. Anyways, returning to the topic that I was talking about. This isn't really, the transmutation charges aren't really currency, per se. They're actually, like, just what they are. They're charges, and these charges allow you can spend them to change the look of your armor. Like, you can apply skins to your armor, make yourself look a lot nicer. And it's completely cosmetic. I would say that it's not essential for you to do that, but, people like it. I have admittedly done a bit of customization before, and it's been nice. I suppose I looked pretty cool doing that, but not on this character. It's mostly been on my plebes, like the char. Anyways, I'm gonna keep running through this dungeon. Well, not dungeon, more like a cave, but you get my point. I'm gonna keep running through, killing bandits, maybe get some more loot. Alright, so anyways, now that I've kind of gotten that aside, I'm gonna move on. The next forms of currency aren't really things that you use very often, and for good reason. These next forms of currency are kind of like things you earn, like these ones, especially the ones that are locked. These 8 right here. These are earned only from dungeons, and dungeons are instances where you party up with a group of 5, so 5 including you, not 5 plus 1, which is you. Basically, what ends up happening is you go through this dungeon with your team, and as you do that, you develop, like, a good storyline. Like, there are two there's the storyline version of the dungeon, which is what you have to do first, and then there's the explorable mode, which is like the after effects of what you've done. So, say you complete a dungeon and you kill this boss, like, let me use an example here. Citadel Flame. My favorite dungeon in the whole game is basically you invade this char citadel of pure fire, and you have to kill their leader, who is rapidly ascending to godhood, and he's trying to clench the world in his fiery grips, and it's a really interesting dungeon because of the lava and how you have to kind of be careful not to fall into fire traps and stuff. There's a lot of, like I said, fire involved, and that makes it a lot more difficult to negotiate the dungeon. Anyways, as you can see right now, I have 9 Flame Legion char carvings. Earned in Citadel of Flame, spent in Lion's Arch to purchase rare and exotic gear, runes and sigils, crafting materials, and the Gift of Balefire component used in creating legendary weapons. So it kind of works the same for all the reward things. So Seals of Beetleton earned in Caudicus's Manor, rare and exotic gear, Ascalonian Catacombs, Twilight Arbor, Sorrow's Embrace. These are a bunch of different dungeons, and it's kind of hard to say, like, you can't, they all have different storylines. They're not all the same place. They're all in different locations. So, they all have different themes, so they're kind of hard to relate. Like, another dungeon is called Honor of the Waves. It's on a frigid Arctic ice ship, while Ascalonian Catacombs is in a tomb filled with ghosts. Anyway, you can use money that you earn doing the explorable modes to buy equipment. And that's what I did a lot on my original character, Plebes. I bought most of the Citadel of Flame armor set, which is really cool looking. Like, if you want decent endgame gear for yourself, I'd actually go for the dungeon gear just because it's not bad. Not many people would say farm up for, like, legendary stuff, but I feel like it's sufficient enough to run dungeon weapons and stuff. So, I hit level 6. I unlocked the new pistols, so I'm going to try this pistol setup because people are telling me it's really awesome. Alright, so seems like I'm kind of safe spotting them right now. The cool thing about these guys is that I'm kind of just kiting them around. They don't have very good AI, so I'm kind of just running in circles around them. And they really can't do anything about it. So maybe I can do this event while learning my third skill, which is called Unload. Alright. Shoot the scout. He's a BM douche. Okay, I learned Unload. Alright, let's go. Whoa! That's monster damage. Do you see that, guys? That's like all of his HP. Do you see that? It's literally Unload. You're just dropping all of your bullets onto him. You drop them so fast. That's kind of ridiculous. I should run pistol more often. It's kind of awesome. Anyways, I'm kind of off track now, but I think you kind of get the message of what I'm trying to send here. So, just to recap what happened in this video, I kind of mulled over the Thackeray theory, which I'm now calling it the Thackeray theory. I met the charming Countess Anise. I rescued these Moa from the cave. I killed some bandits. I talked about money. All in all, also I forgot. I met a Norn, which is like that really big guy. I was only up to his dick in height, which is kind of ridiculous. I was literally up to his groin. Anyways, now that we've got all that settled, I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. And just to see you off, I'm going to show you a cool little emote I figured out how to do a while ago, just for funsies. And hope you enjoyed the video. Good night.